So the president needs a few people who are not only smart, but brave. Wisdom and courage. You know, you can find wise people, very smart people, but often they're not that brave. And you can find brave people who will storm up that hill, but sometimes they're not that smart. Finding both qualities in the same people. Now, there's some of that out there, but it's not that common. I believe the president has those traits, but too few. It will take a few more, though, to make him successful in this endeavor. They're out there. We just want them to come together. The president actually said it out loud last night. This is what he's looking for, people who are wise and strong. Party last night at the White House, cell phone video, but did you hear that? And he's right. And I think I'm right when I say the president has both. You know by watching this show that, and you probably agree, he is a very unique person of tremendous strength. And it took a person like that to make yet another deal for Israel with an Arab country. Morocco is the latest. And now there are 4 countries in the Middle East that have normalized relations with Israel over the past several months. And Donald Trump and his team, Jared Kushner, they made it happen when everybody said it couldn't. You know, the deal with Morocco came just as the United Nations prepared to condemn Israel for a whole host of reasons all over again. They're not exactly jumping up and down at the United Nations for this. But regarding Morocco, I want to read you something that I received from a friend of mine who's a physician, lives here in New York, Harvard Medical School, by the way. I can't give you their name because, quite frankly, the climate here, it's not very friendly to Trump supporters. This is what the doctor wrote. President Trump has given Israel and the world a truly wonderful Hanukkah present with the 4th Arab-Israeli peace agreement. The deal with Morocco is huge because there is a relatively large number of Israeli Jews whose families fled Morocco after 1948, when the population was over 300,000, and now it is around 2,000 Jews, i.e., there is a strong basis for the relationship to succeed. What a contrast to the knife in the front, as John Bolton put it, that Obama gave the Jews on his last Hanukkah in office. That's something. We'll have the final word on this matter from Bibi, one of our strongest friends.
I want to first thank President Trump for his extraordinary efforts to expand peace, to bring peace to Israel and the peoples of the Middle East. President Trump, the people of Israel and the state of Israel will be forever indebted to you for your magnificent efforts on our behalf.
These are the kinds of things legitimate Nobel Peace Prize are made of, legitimate ones. All right, back to wisdom and courage. We talked about how it's in short supply, big time in the swamp. I want to show you something. This is Steve Schmidt, a veteran swamp player, a real snake in my opinion. He made his career in politics, selling the Iraq War, covering up John McCain's many issues in his personal life. The fake news actually hated the guy for a long time. Listen to this. John McCain's news strategist is basically a DICK. That was in 2008. But he came out as a Trump hater. And he helped start something called the Lincoln Project. You know, a bunch of Republicans, some ex-Republicans, some Republicans in name only, who came out hard against the president, ran all kinds of ads, but there was a lot more to it. And now this guy, since he thinks he's won, is out there bragging, again, being hailed as a hero by the far left. But I think he said a little bit too much here. Watch.
We had a psychological profile of Donald Trump. We had psychological profiles of Donald Trump's team. We analyzed the organization. We understood the fissures in it. We knew where the factions were. And we did everything we could to antagonize him, to destabilize him. We did everything we could to cause chaos within his organization. We take some pride because I think that we're one of the first groups that really hurt him over the last 5 years politically by turning and attacking him.
And he's proud of that. 5 years, even before he became president. Did you hear some of the words he used? To sabotage, create chaos with the team, with those who were trying to help the president. You know, Steve, there are people who go to Washington to help other people. Just an astounding admission from this political snake. And remember, this character is being hailed by the left wing because, again, they think that this all worked out. It didn't, because you know what? The lawsuits are not finished yet. The Pennsylvania matter is not over. And Texas, I think this thing is just getting started. You heard the AG of Texas is suing 4 key swing states: Wisconsin, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Georgia. Many other states have joined that suit. The president is now a party to that lawsuit. And they're saying that, look, a lot of these states, the blue ones there, exploited COVID, rearranged the election laws at the last minute, and it was unfair. And they skewed the results, and they skewed the results on purpose. I think we should all have an open mind about this. And I'm not a constitutional scholar, but apparently everybody on CNN, they just know what's going to happen ahead of time. Watch.
The Supreme Court can only take cases that involve federal issues. They don't get to decide what state law means. They don't get to say to the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, hey, you misinterpreted the Pennsylvania Supreme Constitution.
It's crazy. And then in Cruz's home state of Texas, the Attorney General of Texas, who's facing allegations against him that are a separate matter, he's asking the Supreme Court to take up a lawsuit to overturn the election results in 4 other states and commonwealths, not including his own state. Is there any merit?
No.
All right, that guy with the hair, by the way, another Lincoln Project guy. I don't like him. I'm sorry. You know, I love every human being, but I just don't like this guy. He's married to Kellyanne Conway. He was torturing her over social media. Such a weird arrangement. So unfortunate, I think, for the children. Anyway, and how about Jake? He's just so cocky and confident, knows exactly what's going to happen. I went into the media because I had no clue about what was going to happen. I found things interesting. I had questions. But these guys have already figured it out. Don't they remember that the entire world has seen them sit at that desk and get everything wrong about Russia, about 2016? None of them have changed their ways at all. And it's pretty sad. All right, moving on. Where is Bill Barr? Bill Barr. Does he have wisdom and courage? I've seen flashes of both. A lot of wisdom. Courage comes and goes. Last fall, a lot of courage.